Begin with the breath as we just embrace from the inside out this miraculous act of nature called breathing. Take a nice inhale, expanding into the chest, and as you exhale, feel that lengthening. So the breath lengthens, but also you can sort of feel the lower back lengthen as the belly naturally draws in, as the diaphragm lifts up and releases all the air. So this is this natural movement of inhalation and exhalation. So we draw the air in, feel it expand, inflate the chest, the ribs, all the way down to the belly. And then as you exhale, releasing the breath from the belly to the ribs naturally, you'll feel a lengthening. Just a few times more. And now continuing to breathe, see if you can create a sense of lightness. So, we can have a lightness and heaviness for anything. So have a light quality in your breathing. Back off on the intensity. Have the intention of lightness. So we'll use that as a theme for our class today, and perhaps going forward through the rest of your day, in your relationships, in the way you drive to and from places, as you walk on the earth. It's a lovely way of visualizing that. And then as you continue to relax the breath a little bit more, here's the poem. It's dark because you are trying too hard. Lightly, child, lightly. Learn to do everything lightly. Yes, feel lightly, even though you're feeling deeply. Just lightly let things happen and lightly cope with them. I was so preposterously serious in my days, such a humorless little prig. Lightly, lightly. It's the best advice ever given me. When it comes to dying, even, nothing ponderous or portentous or emphatic, no rhetoric, no tremolos, no self-conscious persons putting on its celebrated initiation of Christ or Little Nell, and of course, no theology, no metaphysics, just the fact of dying and the fact of the clear light. So throw away your baggage and go forward. There are quicksands all about you, sucking at your feet, trying to suck you down into fear and self-pity and despair. That's why you must walk lightly. Lightly, my darling, on tiptoes and no luggage. Not even a sponge bag, but perhaps the bubbling springs under your feet. Completely unencumbered. So as we take another breath in and another breath out, just feeling those words of walking lightly today. Since we all are biped peeps, we'll start with our feet. So opening your eyes, let's sweep the arms wide and up. As you exhale, spin the palms away, down, and let's shift behind us and just extend. Let's do our right leg. And just circle into this right foot and then circle into the knee. And then bend the knee a little more. And then circle into the hip. Yeah, so it's a little free form here. And then the opposite direction. And then just the knee. It's harder than you think, isn't it? To find the coordination. And then just the ankle. And then straighten that right leg out and jiggle the back of the knee. You can let it bounce to the right and to the left. And then shift forward, sweep the arms wide and up. Exhale, open your mouth, release the breath. Bring our hands behind us, and let's start with the left leg, circling in the ankle. So you'll feel that maybe in the left knee. You feel that a little bit. Not at all? I can feel it in my left knee. Is that your foot or my foot making that happen? And then bend the knee. You know, when you get empathetic and when you walk lightly, you get a little more sensitive to everything. You feel everything. And then a little bit of the hip. Right, Katie? We do our practice and then we get super sensitive, super in tune, a little more aware than the average Joe or Jill. And then go back to your knee, the opposite direction. Did I forget the hip in the opposite direction? Make sure you get that in there. And then your ankle in the opposite direction. And then press into your palms and straighten your left leg and dribble that out. Maybe bounce it out to the left. Bring it on over towards the right. Come back, and now let's straighten both legs. Shift from side to side in your hips. And then as you rock from side to side, you have a pillow behind you there, Ronnie, that works. Good. And then let's bend that right knee and just lean into the right knee. Bring both hands on either side and just feel that stretch. And then walk your hands towards center and feel that stretch. So the right knee is bent, right foot to the floor. You're essentially locking into that right hip, so you'll feel the stretch into the low back area, likely on the right side. Take that light breath deep into the belly. And then lift the chest, straighten the right leg, jiggle it out. Bend the left knee, bring the left foot to the floor. Rotate towards the left, take a few breaths here. And then lift forward, walk your hands forward, and come into a forward fold. So when working with very flexible hips, oftentimes it's helpful to bend the knee in order to actually get the stretch. When you're super flexible in your hips and lower back, you oftentimes don't even feel the stretch. Come forward and up, and jiggle both legs out. Let's bend both knees now. Reach the arms up towards the sky. Rotate towards the right. Bring your left hand to the outside of your right knee. Find the back bend stretch here and take a breath in. And a breath out. Now, activate the feet and press into the ball mound of the big toe on both feet. So in yoga, we activate the arches in order to stabilize and ground the leg, which also means you're stabilizing and grounding the standing body. Let's unwind, straighten the legs, reach the arms up towards the sky, flex through both feet, and then bring the hands forward without bending the knees now. Just come into a forward fold as far as you can. Take about 4 breaths. Feel that lightness. I like that first line. It's dark because you're trying too hard. Lightly, child, lightly. Learn to do everything lightly. Even lighten the load by releasing your head, stretching through the neck. Now you might not come down as far as I'm coming down, but slide the hands back, lift the chest, bend both knees again, reach the arms up. So both knees bent, feet on the floor. Exhale, rotate towards the left. Reaching your right hand to the outside of your left knee. And lift into the chest. Now, if you can, bring your hand behind you, but is that shrugging that right shoulder up? Because your knee is bent, there's less room to slide that arm in. So feel free to just wrap around. Much better for the shoulder, yeah? Now, activate the ball mound big toe. Lift the arches. It's almost like you're pulling back on the heels. So this is what we do in yoga, not in Tai Chi Chuan. This came to me this morning as this is the difference. And it's a great practice because you can do both. And then unwind. Now slide your legs a little further, but keep them bent. Lift your toes, pull back on your heels, and now walk your hands forward. And you're like, well, wait a minute. Can I go further or can I go less far? Feel how you can't go as far because you're locking in your hips, but yet you still get a pretty deep stretch into that lower back. Relax the head, the neck, the jaw. One more breath. So when it comes to tightness, where it gets a little dark and tight inside, the breath is one of the easiest things you can do to release and move a little out of the darkness into some lightness. And then slide the hands back. Bring your hands behind you. Let's slide the feet in. Bring the feet underneath your knees. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Press into your feet and slowly scoop your hips up with a little effort and then lower down. So just go up as high as you can or not at all. Scoop up. Use the strength of your quads, of your glutes. Good. Two more. Scooching up and lower down. And one more. Squeeze shoulder blades together, scooch up. Good, Jane. And lower down. Now extend both the right and left leg forward. Bend the knees here. Pull back on the heels and sweep the arms up again. Now feel a little more length and extension, a little lightness as you rotate towards the right. Just tap your fingertips. Inhale up. Exhale towards the left. So feet are active. Quads, you can feel your quads active, and you're just basically rotating on your sit bones from the waist up. Inhale up, exhale tap, inhale up, exhale tap, two more. Exhale tap, use the breath. Inhale lightness, exhale tap. Inhale both arms up. Now straighten the legs, let the arms come forward. Round the lower back, a forward fold. Breathe here. Now as you breathe, feel the undulation of the spine. Allow your energy to soften. Not soften like weak and wimbly wambly, but soften like receptive. Soften like sensitive and aware, alert, yet soft. Now begin to find a little more ease. It's a little easier to walk lightly. And then lift the chest forward and up. Let's bring our right foot in to the left thigh. And now using that same yoga foot, press into ball mound of the right foot and into the heel. If you need to elevate that right knee with a block, this would be a great use of these wonderful pillows they have here. Do you need a pillow, Jane? Here, let me toss one your way if you like. Okay. That's a great use of that pillow, right? Because you're really activating the foot. Left foot is activating. Reach the arms forward and up. Let's cross the left wrist over the right and forward fold. Now, whether you're grabbing the bottom of your foot or your calf, bend the elbows and feel that. Draw your chest forward. Not your head down, your chest forward. Take a breath here. And straighten the arms, slide the hands back, reach the arms up. Exhale, rotate towards the right. So now see if you can get a little more lightness in the chest, in the heart, in the ribs. Keep actively pressing in that right ball mound. Feel the arches lift. Find that stability, and then lighten up a little bit. Now hold on to that knee with your left hand if you can, or maybe your shin, and begin to lean back a little bit or stay where you are and look towards your left front foot. Press down on that right knee. Stretch through the neck. And then bending the elbows, rotate back towards the back of the room again as you exhale. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. This time cross the right wrist over the left, forward fold again. Elbows bend, maybe a little more lightness in the hips. Lift up halfway, draw the chest forward, not the chin, the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Now just keep your left hand onto that inner arch. Release your right straight arm out to the right side. Inhale. Left arm is straight. You feel this nice lateral twist. Exhale, bend the elbows forward, fold. 3 more. Inhale, out to the side. So feel this opening into the right chest. Exhale, pull the bellies in, forward, fold. 2 more. Inhale. You don't have to necessarily sweep it up. Just bring it out to the side. And last one. Now stay here. Actively press that right foot into that left thigh. Draw the bellies in. Reach like you're shaking hands with your best new friend behind you. Now sweep the right arm up and over. Flip the bottom palm up, and maybe you can hook fingers around the toe. Maybe not. Feel a little more lateral stretch. And then keeping the left arm down, just reach the right arm up. Look towards the floor, bring both hands forward. Slide the hands back. Bring your hands behind you, straighten your legs forward, jiggle them out. Bring your hands behind you one more time, bending into the knees. Press into the feet, squeeze legs towards midline, squeeze shoulder blades together. So everything is kind of locking in alignment in place, so there's less pressure on the wrist. Use your knees, hips, scooch forward and up. Maybe you can release your head and neck. Stay here for a few breaths. If it's appropriate, fists might be best for you, Katie, or this not at all. And lower down. Good. Extend both legs. Sit tall, feel. Exhale, forward fold. Now round back. Breathe here. Feel that undulation of the spine. As the chest inflates, the belly inflates, let everything lift up. And then exhale, everything releases as you forward fold. So the undulation of the spine is kind of the natural way of water animals, deep sea animals, birds. Even last night when they were talking about the puma, when they slink around. Come back up. Now let's bring our left foot in, right leg forward, actively pressing in, left ball mound, heel. Even in the right ball mound, heel. Reach the arms up towards the sky. Cross the right over left as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale halfway up, bend the elbows. Chest pulls forward. Feel it rise out of the hips. Exhale, forward. And again, inhale halfway up, glide that right hip back. Good, Katie. Exhale, forward. Let's do it one more time. Inhale up. You could probably slide this underneath your knee. Exhale, forward fold. Good. And then release the hands, sweep the arms wide enough as you inhale. Now this time, exhale, rotate towards the left. Bring the right hand to the outside of that left knee. Left hand behind you. Try this instead. could use these pillows, actually. Good. Breathe here. Now feel that back bend quality into the upper back, and yet still your feet are light, even though they're pressing into that inner thigh. Now straighten the right arm, keep a hold of the outside of that left knee, and lean back. Look over towards your right foot as you press your left knee down, away. So you're just getting that deep stretch. You're still twisted. Can you be lightly twisted? So is that the difference between a light lemon twist and a heavy plum twist? And then slowly unwind, reach both arms up towards the sky. This time, crossing the left over the right, forward fold. Inhale halfway up. Reach out of the hips, chest pulls forward, exhale forward. Now straightening the right arm and the left arm, open your left arm out to the left as you come into a lateral twist. So this right arm is straight. Look towards the back of the room. Exhale forward, bend the elbows. 3 more times, inhale. And exhale, get into those dark spots with a little lightness. 3rd time, inhale. And exhale. And last time, inhale, open up. Now stay here as you exhale, drop the shoulders down. So here you are, feet are actively pressing in to stabilize the sacrum and the hips. Belly draws up and in, right leg glides back. You're twisted, reach the left arm up and see if you can reach it over. Flip the right palm up, maybe hold on to the foot, maybe not. Get a deep lateral stretch. Too much, good. So if that's too much laterally, then you turn around and come more parallel, forward fold. That might be it for you today. Yeah, good. Last breath here, and then reach that left arm up towards the sky. Back down, rotate your torso forward, lift the left knee, release both legs forward, jiggle them out. Now this time, let's come onto our backs. Arms down on either side. Feet underneath our knees are bent. Press into the feet. Now feel the strength of the feet as they ball mount, pinky mount presses in. Scoop your hips up and feel the strength of the leg. Now the back of the neck gets nice and long. Squeeze legs towards midline. Katie, feel now the symmetry of this. So too much asymmetrical can wig out a little slippery sacrum. So we come back with the counter pose here to stabilize. Inhale, lower down. Reach the arms overhead now. Let's find that undulation, that kind of natural wave-like action of ocean animals, water animals. Exhale, lower down. With the arms, the hips lift, back of the neck stays long. Inhale, arms overhead, lower your hips down. Now let's make an SH sound with our mouth and exhale as we lift the hips. Arms down. Squeeze into the buttocks. Inhale, lower down. Arms overhead. Exhale. Arms down, hips lift. 2 more. Down, arms overhead, and 1 more. Good. Inhale, lower down. Let's walk our feet towards one another. Let the knees come wide. Supta Baddha Konasana. Tuck those shoulder blades under. Spin the palms towards the sky. Now you feel this lifting of the chest all the way down through the torso. So keep that lift. And like we did in the beginning, just rock from side to side with our feet together like little wings. Bird wings, butterfly wings are a little lighter. And lifting one knee over to one side and then lifting the other knee to the other side. Just feel that in the hips. And then settle down as you rock from side to side until you come to some lightness and stillness. Stay here for breath now. You'll feel how the lower back has relaxed a little bit, the hips have relaxed a little bit. Now let's set the sacrum a little bit more with stability of pressing our feet in. Ball mound, pinky mound, heels press in. Feel that lower back lengthen, draw the bellies in. And now with that, keeping that engagement, draw your knees towards one another. The feet will scrunch up. Inhale, open knees wide, relax everything. Exhale, ball mound, pinky mound, heels press in, lower back lengthens, belly lifts and tones, and bring the knees together. We'll do that 2 more times. We'll do it about a count of 8, so you are really working with a lightness, even though it's a little intense. Press into the feet, lengthen through the belly. Let's bring the knees together. 8, 7, 6, keep pressing into the feet. 5, 4, until they come together. 3, 2, 1, together, and then open up, release. Take a free breath here and just feel the muscles release in lightness with ease. On your next exhale, again, press into ball mound, pinky mound, both points on the heels, lengthen through the lower back, belly up and in, draw your knees together. 8, 7, 6, 5. Can you do it all on the exhale? 3, 2, 1. Release, open up. We'll do 2 more times. Exhale, 8, 7. Press your feet in. 6, same thing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, open. This last one, can you make it smooth and easy? Press everything in. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. Take a breath in. Breath out, releasing, and then exhale, bring your knees back up towards the sky and hug the knees towards your chest. And now rock from side to side. Feel some freedom in the shoulders. Feel some lightness in those dark places, and then either roll onto your side or rock and roll up onto hands and knees. Bringing our hands underneath our shoulders, bringing our toes under. Let's round the back of the cat. Find that same undulation. Flatten the feet into a cow. Exhale, cat. So I'm moving forward and back as I'm also drawing in on the exhale. On the inhale, letting my chest expand. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, round the back. So this kind of undulation, this kind of vibration of the spinal column is quite natural for all of us. It's actually what happens when we walk. We don't walk with a stiff spine. We have curves for a reason. And last one, inhale. Now exhale, bring those toes under, press your palms in, downward facing dog, and continue to just walk it out as you undulate from side to side. Notice the heels are just tapping lightly. They're not jamming and grinding into the floor. And then slowly walking your way up to the front of the mat. Start a little bit of a flow here, salutation, as you relax into a forward fold. Take a free breath here and then bend your knees and allow yourself to roll up to standing slowly. Round the shoulders up and back for 3. And 4. And then sweeping the arms open and wide. Coming to this back bend here. So instead of up and rigid towards the sky, have them open a little bit. And then as you exhale, it's like the butterfly. Let the palms sweep in. And then sweep the palms out. Inhale up. Exhale, dive forward. So every once in a while, I like to include a little more of an organic movement. It kind of breaks up the rigidity that I can fall into like a habit in my asana as well as my life. So just explore that. And last one. And as you forward fold now, grab elbow to hand, hand to elbow. Let your feet come to the edges of the mat, pointing away from one another. Just swing from side to side. And keeping those feet where they are, let's bend the knees, slide the hands up onto our thighs, shoulders lock up into your ears, and let that create some traction in your low back. So arms are straight, shoulders are up, let the head hang. Just feel that nice traction. Notice if you're gripping into your toes, release those toes, and then bend the knees, come on to standing. Shrug shoulders up and back. Walk our feet back towards center. Bring our hands to our heart. Feeling that energy move through the body, a little more lightness in our practice. Lower the arms down. Now let's come into this little kind of hook the fingers over your thumb. And let's do a little circling into the thumbs. A little close to my tropical island home here. And then interlace the fingers as you bend the elbows, flip the palms towards the sky. Now activate strong feet as you lightly lift up, straighten the arms. Come on up onto your toes. Exhale, lower down, bend the elbows. Feel the shoulders relax. Let's inhale up. Exhale, lower down. Now two more. Inhale up. Stay here. As you exhale, relax the shoulders even though the arms are straight. Belly pulls up and in. Take an extra breath here as you squeeze legs towards midline. And then lift up a little higher on your next inhale. And exhale, release. Right through an inhale and exhale again. Lower down. This one will stay up again. Inhale. Exhale, stabilize. Inhale, extend up. And exhale, release. Release the arms up, keep the feet onto the floor. Do a little claw into your thumb with your other fingers and rotate the wrists again. This time bring the hands to the small of the back, interlace the hands behind you, shoulders up and back. Now massage that sacrum with that flat fist. And then bend your knees. Fold over your knees. Now your fist is still glued to your sacrum. Lift your elbows. Feel that squeeze into your shoulder blades. Let your head align with your upper spine. Then begin to straighten the arms. Lift them up overhead. Then forward fold and relax the upper neck and head. Arms come overhead. Breathe here. And then bend the knees, bend the elbows, release the arms. Can you bring your hands to the floor and step back with your right foot, coming into a high lunge as your left foot positions underneath your knee. A few leg pumps here as you straighten the leg, bend the left knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Good. Bring your hands to the floor. Step back into a plank. Take a breath here. Feel one side versus the other side. Squeeze legs towards midline. Can you walk your feet together actually and feel that same sense of pressing the heels in, toe knuckles in? And then lower your knees down, shift back, flatten the feet, child's pose, exhale. From your child's pose now, look forward, inhale, bring the right foot forward, hands on the blocks or onto the floor, left toe under. And let's do a few leg pumps here. Inhale now, this time chest forward as you bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale. Now feel the lightness of that back foot. So you're just pressing lightly off of the ball mound, and that's propelling your weight forward. Bending into the right knee becomes then just a release. One more. And then step yourself back, downward facing dog this time. Drop the shoulders down, draw the ribs lightly in. This time let your feet come hip distance apart, bend your knees and get nice extension into the spine, like you're ready to take off of starting blocks. And then drop the shoulders down, look forward, and just gently glide forward into your plank. 4 breaths here. Squeeze arm bones together, lift the belly, squeeze legs towards midline. Align the head and neck, shoulders down. Drop your butt a little bit, Jane, if you can. Lift the belly as you drop your butt. Feel that elevator movement. Lower knees down, flatten the feet. Shift back, child's pose. Glide the hands back, stand on the knees, sweep the arms wide and up. Now feel the rotation of the wrist without the hook. Exhale, hands to the small of the back. Come halfway down. Now actively engaging the core. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, just rotate the head to the right, halfway down. It's very different than coming all the way down. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, arms forward, hips back. Inhale, left foot forward. Now keep your right knee onto the floor, right foot flat. Walk your hands up onto your left thigh, glide your left foot back. You can double up on your yoga mat if you need to support the knee. Sweep the arms wide and up. Now find this wave-like action. As you exhale, dive forward. Inhale, arms up. So we're mobilizing the spine, and yet we're stabilizing into the pelvis and into the thighs. Notice if your left or right toes are gripping. Last one. We're swimming away. Bring the hands to the floor. Lift the right knee as the right toe comes under. Rotate towards the left and reach the left arm up into a spinal twist. Bend the left knee a little bit more. Squeeze legs towards midline. Take a few breaths here. Good. Keep this right thigh nice and active. And then lower the right hand down. Step back, down dog or child's pose. Your choice. 2 breaths here. Inhale forward, a full plank. Exhale, lower knees and chest or chaturanga. Now slide your forearms forward. Come into Sphinx. So everybody underestimates Sphinx pose. It's like for sissies. I don't think so. If we work our Sphinx pose, so Jane, make sure your elbows underneath your shoulders and not too far back. Activate the palms, pull back, feel the chest pull forward. Now take it to the next level by lifting the belly up and coming into that undulation. Cat stretch, or cow stretch, and here's our cat. No, this is our cow. Exhale, cat. This is not very easy. Inhale, cow. 2 more. Exhale, cat. Draw from the belly up. Inhale, cow. There's not a huge range of motion here, so you actually feel it from the inside. Good, Katie. And inhale, cow. Good. Lower down, reach both arms forward. Forehead to the floor. As you exhale, draw the belly in. Now alternating, lifting right arm, left leg as you inhale. Press the left palm down, so get long, get light. Exhale, lower down. Left arm, right leg. Inhale, exhale. Right arm, left leg. Can someone get the phone, please? Just kidding. Inhale. All right, right arm, left leg. I don't know, I thought it was funny. Left arm, right leg. Good. And then slide the hands back. Bring the toes under. Shift back, child's pose. Exhale. You can flatten your feet here, or you can keep those toes under. So Katie, if you had to have a child's pose for yoga and a child's pose for Tai Chi Chuan, child's pose for yoga would be toes under. Child's pose for Tai Chi Chuan would be relaxed. Back up onto our hands and knees. Take our right foot up forward. And walk our hands up onto the right thigh, flattening the left foot. So stabilizing here, reaching the arms wide enough as we inhale. Undulation, exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Eye forward, exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Hands to the floor, left toe under, elevate the left knee. Left hand stays down, rotate towards the right, reach the right arm up. Squeeze towards midline, keep that left thigh lifted, Jane, as you rotate into the upper body. Press down on that right ball mound, big toe. Draw the bellies in, drop that right shoulder down or on the back body. Take one more breath here. And lower the right arm down. Step yourself back to down dog or child's pose. And then inhale forward, a full plank. Lower down chaturanga or child's pose. Exhale here. Slide the hands forward again. Shoulders up and back. Lift the chest forward and up. Exhale, draw the bellies in like you were doing that cat tilt. Now press the palms in. Straighten the arms as much as you can. Feel a lightness in the chest as you stabilize into the belly. And then stretch through the front part of the upper chest while elongating in the lower back. So I'm not locking into the shoulders. My elbows are slightly bent, and I'm just feeling this beautiful stretch from my pubic bone towards my heart. Exhale, lower down. Lie the hands straight out like a letter T. Rotate your head to the right. Bend both knees, flex both feet, and just windshield wiper from side to side. And then come back to center, release the feet down, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, shift back into a wide knee child's pose, and rotate your head towards the left, arms out by your side. Just a different variation of releasing the lower back as we stay mobilized in the hips. Feel that nice stretch in the neck. And then bend your elbows, hands back underneath your shoulder, head back to center. Walk your knees back to center, toes under, lift your hips to downward facing dog. And then bend the knees, look forward as you inhale. Exhale, hop or step to the front of the mat. Inhale, a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Can you grab the backs of your calves lightly as you draw up and deepen into your forward fold? And then pressing into the ball mound, pinky mound, bend the knees, lift the chest, come all the way up, inhale. Now let your arms come wide. Draw the bellies in. Feel this wave-like action now as we forward fold, bend the knees, come back into a back. We'll just do that 2 times and then we'll Pause while we come into a standing pose. Keep the arms up. Shift your weight to your left foot now. As you exhale, bend this right knee up. Find this balance. And then dive forward. Now you can stay here if you like. It's kind of an awkward balance. Or you're right in alignment to reach that right ankle. Pull it right into the inner left thigh. Reach the arms wide. And then reach them up. So this kind of undulation of the spine allows you a little more of a hip lift. And then interlace the fingers. Press the palms towards the sky. Elevate a little higher. And then bend your elbows, draw the bellies in. Bring the right knee towards center. Clasp the hands around the shin or underneath the right thigh. And gently release the right foot over the left, so you're crossing at the ankle. Bring your hands to your waist and a forward fold. So this is a deep hamstring stretch, Katie. On your left side. You can't really bend your knees too much in this position. So see how appropriate this is for you. And if that feels good, you can reach your hands to your floor. You can reach the hands behind your calf. Find your version of a forward fold that feels light. Certainly you'll feel light once you come out of it. Release the hands, bring them to your waist, glue your feet to the floor, actively lift the arches, lift the chest forward, come on up. So that's a little more of a challenging forward fold as you uncross the legs than just a standard hip distance apart. Inhale the arms widen up. We'll just do this. And find our undulation again. Exhale. So make it easy. Inhale. Soft back, soft knees. Now stay here and stand. Inhale. Exhale, shift the weight to the right foot. Shoulders drop down. Draw the belly in. Bend the left knee. Find what variation works for you. Left foot is flexed and active. And then dive forward. Grab this left ankle. You're already there in a little bit of a forward fold, so it's easier to slide it into your inner right thigh. Open the arms wide again. You come up into your standing tree pose with a beautiful canopy. Now press that left foot firmly into the right thigh, just like we did when we were sitting. Breathing here. Gazing on lightness in your focus. And then bring the arms up, interlace your fingers in the non-dominant way. Press your palms away again. Inhale, lightness. Exhale, bend your elbows, swing your left knee around. Either touch your shin or underneath your left thigh, keeping the left foot flexed. Your breath. Lower this left foot down, cross over your right ankle. So you'll shift over to the right a little bit. Hands to your waist for stability. Forward fold. Now see how this is on that right leg, Phoebe. As you notice, you can't bend your right knee because it's blocked by your left calf. So that's also what makes this a deeper stretch. You can release your hands behind on the calf, drawing the calf up lightly. And then bring your hands back onto your waist. Press firmly into the ball mound, pinky mound as you lift effortlessly, lightly. Uncross your legs. Stand in Tadasana. Samasthiti now with the palms facing forward, shoulders down, relaxed spine, a relaxed mind. Gazing forward, our drishti gaze. And then reach the arms wide enough. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up, hands on shins. Now you can find that undulation. Exhale, forward. Hands to the floor. Step back, right foot. And left foot coming into your plank. Lower knees and lower chest. Couple of options here. Starting with Shalabhasana, reach the arms out by your side. Lift the chest, toenails to the floor. Squeeze shoulder blades back as the arms, chest, and head lift. How effortlessly and light that is. Lower down. Forehead touches down. Second time, Shalabhasana, or bend those knees. Find that same lightness in the upper back and reach for your ankles. Press the thighs to the floor. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Dhanurasana. Or you can stay in your Shalabhasana. And lower down, lighten. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Align those toes straight from those knees. Child's pose. Bend your elbows and stack one fist on top of the other and let the forehead rest in that third eye center on top of those fists. Neck is long. Breathe deep into the belly. Begin to feel that lightness soften. How can you be intensely light and softly light? Hopefully we just experienced that in our practice today. Now a little more soft lightness. Come back up onto your hands and knees. Swing your legs around. Come up to our backs. You can have your pillow by your side here. Knees bent, feet underneath your knees. Let's press into our feet and elevate our hips as we slide either a block or, I don't know, liken the lightness and the softness of the pillow. Just feel yourself gently land on the pillow here. Keeping your left foot onto the floor now, bring your right knee towards your chest. Oh, and just enjoy that back stretch. Or straighten your left leg forward, reach for your shin. And with that little bit of elevation, feel a release in the lower back. Exhale, switch legs. Grab the shin with your left hand, right arm forward. Draw the shin in and either keep your right knee bent with right heel to the floor or keep it straight. Just feel that little bit of stretch. Exhale, bring both knees to the chest, and now that little bit of elevation provides a little traction as the knees come into the chest. Bring your hands on top of your knees. Cross the left ankle over the right. Straighten the arms, but still hold on to those knees. Knees are bent. Apanasana. Exhale, bend the elbows, knees towards your chest. Straighten the arms, inhale. And exhale, bend the elbows. Straighten the arms. Crisscross your ankles in the other direction. Knees bent. Hold on to those kneecaps. And to Apanasana. Straighten the arms as you inhale. Exhale, bend the knees towards your chest. That might not be super comfortable for you, Jane, so feel free if you want to come down. See, that feels good for you. There's something about elevating our physical body that when we take the prop out, we still feel a little lighter. So let's see if that's really true. Uncross the legs, bring your feet to the floor. Lift your hips up, slide the block out from under you. Lower your hips down, bring your feet together, knees wide like we began. Bring your hands on your belly and take just 3 breaths here. You still get this sense of lightness in your hips, in your low back. after that third breath, exhale, bring the knees together, straighten your legs out. Let's come into just a few minutes of Shavasana. I'm just watching Jane. Are you trying too hard? Lightly, child, lightly. Learn to do everything lightly. Yes, feel lightly, even as you're feeling deeply. So take a few breaths here. Feeling those areas in the body where you might have more intense sensations, and see if you can focus on those areas and just bring about a mental lightness. Lightly, child, lightly. Learn to do everything lightly. Yes, feel lightly even though you're feeling deeply. Just lightly let things happen and lightly cope with them. It's the best advice ever. And here in Shavasana, when it comes to dying, nothing ponderous, pretentious, or emphatic. No rhetoric, no tremolos, no self-conscious persona putting on its celebrated imitation of some lofty being. And of course, no theology, no metaphysics, just the fact of dying in Shavasana and the fact of the clear light. Lightly, my darling, now as you begin to inhale, wiggle fingers and toes. As you exhale, gently rock your head from side to side. And then slowly, on your next exhalation, bring one knee and the other knee towards your chest and make your way up into a seated pose. And you feel the crown of your head lightly touch the sky. Sweeping the arms wide now. Let's bend at the elbows and just tap lightly at the top of the head as we exhale. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows, tap the top of the head. Inhale, arms open up. One more time as we bend the elbows. Exhale, tap the top of the head. And then opening the eyes, arms up. Exhale, bring the hands back down, forward, come into prayer, Anjali Mudra. And let the thumbs rest lightly onto the sternum. Finishing our practice this morning with gratitude, with a lightness of heart. Let's close here sweetly with a namaste and mahalo. Lots of love, aloha, thank